beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your yearly reading for 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your personal details and I'll never ask you for credit card details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading, my beautiful Capricorn. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, so you should be feeling that energy of the sun in your sign. Motivation, drive, you may feel a little bit more pragmatic or looking at focusing on your goals, your dreams. That's what we tend to do as we move into the new year, especially since the sun is in your sign, Capricorn. So that is about looking at the plan ahead, illuminating the way, seeing your vision and what it is you need to do as you move forward. Now, you are a visionary, my beautiful Capricorn, so you may feel the energy is getting a little bit spicy in terms of focusing on your intentions and taking action on it. You may feel it's time to move. Now we do have Mercury in retrograde on the 14th of January, so that may delay things a little bit as things get a little bit cloudy. You may feel a little bit of brain fog around about then. It doesn't last for long, only until the beginning of February, so it's not detrimental to your plans or to your way ahead. So just look out for missed emails, missed calls, misconstrued sort of intentions and things like that as you move through that time period. Now, 2020 and 2021, there was a lot of difficult planetary alignment. 2022 is a little bit easier, but we do have some twists and turns in this year. I'm not going to lie to you. There's going to be some really difficult shifts, but overall, it looks like it could be pretty positive because of the planetary alignment. Now, we do have Saturn and Uranus direct, which Saturn is about rules, regulations, and restrictions, okay? So, that can be about, things getting put on hold, but also it can be, feeling like stuck in the mud energy, or every way you turn, it can be that, you find some sort of blockage or something to overcome. Uranus also is a bit of a rogue planet, bit of a teenage, bolshy kind of planet that, brings shock changes. That goes direct as well. So that can be about, all of a sudden there's a plot twist. Now, to take the edge off that energy, we do have Jupiter in Pisces right up until May. So that is the first half of the year is very positive. Some of those shock changes will be actually really positive twists and turns because Jupiter is a planet of expansion, opportunity, good luck, and auspicious energy. So do expect some really good twists and turns there for yourself as well. But we could have some planetary alignment that brings collective restrictions around the world. I'm picking up major energy around about April and June. Okay, so let's see what's going on in particular for you and your sign. Now, this is your yearly reading. Happy birthday to all those wonderful Capricorns who've already had a birthday, and also to those who have yet to have a birthday to come. I've done a monthly reading for you for your sign for January already, just so you're aware, and that's up. I put it up in December, so if you haven't watched that just yet, then of course, you can check that out too. But this is the yearly, so let's see. I apologize, the yearly is a little bit late, but I was a little bit unwell over the festive period, so I literally couldn't get out of bed. It wasn't the bug, but I had a bit of a bug, so I'm back to best now, and here we are. So we've got the Spirit Dance. Okay, the spirit dance. This is a very important energy. This is about listening to your soul. This is about listening to your inner calling. It's number 20, which is the judgment card energy. And it says here, life is a dance between making it happen and letting it happen. Now, Capricorn, that's very important for your sign, because you're the sort of person who sets an intention, has a plan, and then you activate it. You're not just a talker. You like to do things. You're someone who activates change. You are reliable to make good on your word. You're practical, grounded. And it says here, movement, guiding spirit, flexibility. Now, you may have had to be flexible with your plans, especially in 2021. There was a lot of energy where we had to be quite fluid, flexible, in order to bend with the changes. So I feel like you've been doing that a lot. But in it, I feel like you're finding your soul path. Okay, so some of you may have taken on secondary sort of jobs, for example, to not just pay bills, but also do something a little bit more creative, something that you really wanted to do that gives you a little bit more freedom. So I do feel in the end it will give you freedom, but you may have felt like you were doing a lot of multitasking last year, trying to keep all the plates spinning. This year is going to be a little bit easier. The spirit dance indicates that a soul desire or your soul path, whatever it is you've tried to achieve or you're really trying to achieve, I feel like you're going to be in the flow of it. Things are just going to start working out in your favor. Okay, so I feel like you are going to have real moments of taking action and then moments of sitting back and watching it all flourish, because you've already put the hard work in. So all that planning that you did, a lot of your readings last year was like the plan is starting to take form. You're going to get a large payout. Things are going to start paying off for you. Now, we've also got final goodbye. Okay, so I feel like you're definitely leaving 2020 and 2021 very much behind. But it says it's time to permanently close this chapter in your life. No second chances, not for you, closed path. So you're actually listening to your soul path. You're leaving anything else that does not vibe with your heart, your soul, your higher self. You're leaving it all behind, because that's just waste of time, waste of your energy, and you're closing out chapters that sort of absorb your energy. And I feel like you are working smarter, not harder this year. I also feel like you're streamlining your energy. It's number 72. When you reduce it, 7 plus 2, of course, is 9. So that is the hermit energy. There's a lot of wisdom here. You've had a lot of introspection. You've gained that knowledge, that deep enlightenment as to what really vibes with your soul. The hermit energy is a solitary energy who sort of works out with wisdom where they want to go next, the pathway ahead. They illuminate the things that they're still passionate about and the things that really have to be released in your world. So I feel like you really are closing out any negative cycles, and you're not, there's no do-overs for things that just are causing you disruption in terms of your peace of mind. And you may be actually walking away from things or places or countries, or I feel like there's major radical change occurring in your world where I feel like you've come to terms with saying goodbye to some things and you're letting them go and letting them flow. Okay, now we've also got don't let yesterday use up too much of today. Isn't it very interesting that you got those two cards back to back? Okay, so you are literally saying goodbye to the past, because it's doing nothing but weighing you down. Of course, we can keep the lesson with us. We've got memories to remember the lesson. But if we dwell in the past, we get stuck in the past. Spirit constantly tries to remind us to live in the present moment and to embrace the future. Okay, we can set an intention for the future, but we have to let it unfold. We can live in the present moment. It brings us a lot more peace. Human beings tend to be focused on the past, what happened. We can't change that. It's gone. Okay, it's illusion now. It's in the memory. It's in the bank. So we let it go and we live in the present moment, because if we're focusing on the journey ahead, we're always we're looking at how far we've come, and we're looking at where we want to go. We forget to remember how far we have got to in this position, and that we should actually take account, take stock of, how we've endured quite a lot of difficult situations. I mean, collectively, we're all sort of navigating a very tough time during a pandemic. We're seeing something that is pretty much unheard of in most people's lifetime. It comes around every so often. So I feel like, you've got to give yourself a little bit of compassion, but letting things go and embracing the future, living in the present moment, is something you are envisaging for your 2022. The past is going to stay there. We've also got divine timings. There's going to be a lot of opportunity that comes your way. Surrender to divine timing. The universe is looking out for you. Trust. When it's not the right time, just surrender and say, I'm ready. The number 3 there is the Empress energy. So it basically means that you are in a receptive mode to receive the abundance that you've worked really hard for, that you've already sown the seeds on. So there's going to be moments throughout 2022 where what you truly have been working towards, those goals, those dreams, they're going to just pop out of nowhere and flourish, and sort of you're going to recognize that it wasn't meant to happen last year. It wasn't meant to happen 3 years ago. It was meant to happen in the now. Okay, so do remember that. But there's going to be a lot of opportunity. I mean, there's a huge big old coin right there. I cannot ignore that this is a huge coin. Now, just as I touch that, they're giving me a song. And the song, oh, wow. This is, okay, whatever. Okay, so the song is Back to Life, Back to Reality. It goes a bit muffled, and then it kind of goes, however do you want me? However do you need me? Okay, this song sounds so familiar, and maybe it has come up before, but I just cannot register it right now. I cannot tell you who... Okay, there's all this, like, it's all of a sudden, like, I can see all this, like, really bright graffiti writing and drawing, all this graffiti kind of colors, and they're actually showing me right in the center, like, you know, the all-seeing eye, a triangle with an eye in the center. So this is about third eye activation, perhaps, and they're giving me this writing, it's either DEJA soul, Della or Della soul, of the soul, third eye of the soul. I'm not really exactly sure, but it's just all this colorful writing. So either you are an artist and it's like a creation from the soul, and it involves, I mean, I feel like it's like third eye activation, which means to see things clearly, which means to have like an intuition, a psychic bond. So I'm going to have to leave that there because I'm not really sure how to decode it, but of the soul, I feel that means of the soul or something to do with the soul, but it's like an awakening, but also prosperity. You following your heart, following your soul, it's going to lead to prosperity, even like a massive coin like that. Divine timing. They're also showing me eagle claw in particular. They're showing me an eagle, but they're really focusing, zooming on the claws. Now, eagles represent freedom. They represent, you know, expansion, power, seeing things from the bird's eye view, grasp. I'm thinking about the claws. The claws are like to swoop in maybe on something and like grasp it. Claws. I'm going to have to leave that there. I'll always be honest and say I can't get it when I can't get it, but they just give me random images. I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. Now, also, there's so much going on right now in your reading. It's like crazy. I'm being bombarded with images. They just showed me that someone was at your door. So if that was you sitting in, for example, if you're in your bedroom or you're in your front room or whatever, there was someone at the door. So it could be a member of your family that just came to the door and just looked in and then walked away. If there's no one there, don't freak out. It's not like that. They're just showing me someone who's had someone like pop their head in the door to maybe talk to you, but then didn't. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to leave that there as well. This sounds very precise. So if it does not connect to you, it does not mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention, as their attention may have wavered. So I'm just going to leave it like that and walk away from those images. We've got fish. And it says, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Very prophetic. Okay, I feel like they have all the answers that you seek. Your brain is a wonderful supercomputer, Capricorn. Even if you're very grounded and practical and, you know, you don't believe in magic or any of those things, your brain actually is quite something. It's almost like it tries to work out solutions in your sleep. and give you the answers in your sleep, in your dreams. So pay close attention to that. But I also feel it's about your dreams, as in your goals, your intentions. Pay close attention to them, okay? Because they need nurturing, especially 2022. I feel like they're coming to fruition. There's some really positive energy coming towards you. And it says, driftwood, go with the flow. Trust where the universe is taking you. Even in the uncertainty, when there's moments where you feel like you are drifting, or there's moments where you feel a little bit uncertain, there are reasons for that. When we have to have patience, or we have to have pause, there is purpose in the pause. There is purpose in the patience. It gives us an opportunity to see things clearly, but also really check in with ourselves, re-examine our priorities, make sure we truly want to go in the direction that we're going in. So I feel like there is a flexibility about your 2022, but it's going to bring you exactly where you need to go and who you need to meet. You're going to be in the right place at the right time. 2022 is going to be quite a marvel for you, okay? Let me see what is going on month to month for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? We got the Hermit. Interesting. Okay, you had that sort of solitary number 9 energy, the Hermit, the wisdom. So January is all about seeing the way ahead, but from the inside. You really thinking about your soul path, really thinking about the way ahead. The Hermit energy gets rid of any distractions, goes into the cave, the Strength card, the Wheel of Fortune, loving that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? I'll talk about the Hermit in a moment when I get there. I'm just going to get all your cards first. The World card. We've got the Emperor energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? We got the Devil energy. Okay, I think I mentioned that, you know, Saturn and Uranus really sort of caused a few plot twists collectively throughout the world in 2022. And I was feeling those sort of energies really surface in April and June. You've got that Devil card in June, okay? The Devil actually is a Capricorn energy, but also the Devil card is ruled by Saturn, okay? So expect some sort of restrictive energy during that time. Thank you so much. So many signs are getting the World card in April as well, so could be a collective shift, but we're going to go see what it means for you. We've got the Star energy, Temperance. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them? We've got the Magician. Thank you so much. Oh, and we got the Empress. Okay, so definitely there is some sort of partnership going on here as well. So if you are in a solitary energy, you're looking for love, this could be the year where you find your divine counterpart, just to let you know. But you need to overcome some fears. There could be some healing as well going on if you're separated from somebody. That's just at a very quick sort of energy burst coming through here. I feel like there's a real awakening there between you and a partnership. But let us move forward and see your energy in particular, okay? Because this is not meant to be about a love reading or a career reading. It's meant to be about you navigating the twists and turns. But if love or career comes up, then obviously I will talk about it. The Hermit energy. This is you sort of really getting clear, cutting away any sort of restrictions or distractions so that you can really focus inward, having a time for reflection. So that's what I said. You may have felt almost like you're wondering about motivation or drive, because January, whilst you want to hit the ground running and sort of go after goals, dreams, or things that you are, strategies, plans that you're implementing, there's an energy here about you taking some time out. So whether you're taking a little bit of time out to, you know, because it's your birthday month, or whether it is you're taking some time out just to sort of really become clear on what you need to do. It's a temporary time out for introspection, a necessary time for your growth. So you're regrouping, you're renewing, you're sort of looking at what you need to do for the year ahead, but you're not looking, you are looking outwards in terms of your plan, but mainly the Hermit looks inwards. Am I still on the right track? Do I still want to do this? If not, what am I going to do? What's the next sort of step on my plan? So the Hermit is about wisdom, inner wisdom. So you're really connecting to that inner truth there so that you can reflect on what to do next, and you're not allowing the outside world to distract you from the messages that you have within you, okay? This is not about isolation. This is about you being, you know, gathering inner intelligence, as it were. And the Hermit energy is also about being mature. about the journey ahead. Now, some of you may actually spend your birthday in a solitary energy. Not that people are not thinking about you or reaching out to you, but you may feel like you want to do some pursuits just for yourself. Let's see what's... I'm clarifying your reading. Just to let you know, the first deck I was using was the White Witch Tarot. I'm only using the uprights in the Major Arcanas. This is also the Mystical Moments Tarot there by CATRIN STEIN. I'm only using the uprights in this deck. Any other decks that I use to clarify, I'm going to use both reversals and uprights, just so I can get a broad view of the energy, a little bit of depth, okay? But I'm now clarifying the Hermit for you. There we go. We've got the Temperance card. So balance, harmony, patience. So whatever it is that you're planning, you know, you're not rushing. You may feel a little bit frustrated that you have to wait there. The Five of Swords, the Five of Swords can be about sometimes a little bit of mental conflict. Beware of overthinking, especially if you're in the Hermit mode, which is about gaining inner wisdom. Sometimes we can actually think about things too much. Sometimes it's time to get out there and take action. We got the Page of Pentacles there as well. Now, with this Temperance card, this is about waiting for the right moment, pausing. Okay, the basically means pause. You know, moderate your action, go slowly. It's not a cautious energy, but it is basically pointing at you to sort of look at meaning and purpose, and you know, create balance. Not everything has to be done all at once. So that Temperance card is about, you know, looking at the world. It's interesting because it's almost like looking at the world from an outer perspective, but aligning yourself with it according to your inner perspective. I hope that makes sense. But it's almost like you're recognizing divine timing, okay? And right now, moderation is called for in all things before you take a move. So it's you really being in that thoughtful sort of Hamlet kind of energy. Hamlet was very sort of thoughtful, really thought things over. But there's always a sort of... there's always a downside to thinking things through for such a long time, spending so much time in your head, because then we can sort of sabotage ourselves, or we can sort of talk ourselves out of things. Now I'm going to clarify this Five of Swords separately for you, because what I'm feeling from the energy of this card is I feel like you've learned a painful lesson in the past. There's something here that was very difficult to deal with. It could have been an argument with somebody. It could have been some sort of... separation with somebody. Okay, I feel like you are blossoming despite what's gone on there, but I do feel like the ghost of it still remains in some way. So let me just see what that is. And this is what you are trying to release yourself from with that Hermit energy. I mean, these cards that I took out first, that is your advice for 2022. And we have the Strength card. So interesting. We've got the Strength card in the reverse. What has been happening in these readings is the month that I'm clarifying beforehand is bringing out the card that comes next, and vice versa. It keeps sort of channeling the exact card. Like you got the Strength card next, the Strength card in reverse there. So they're indicating there's something here that has made you angry or you struggled with in the past. There may have been even some sort of pride issue here with that. I do feel like you're overcoming this and you're trying to see the good in the situation, the lesson learned. It's almost like if you felt like you missed out on an opportunity last year, or there was difficult situation, whether you separated from someone, I feel like you're recognizing that whatever didn't kill you made you stronger, as it were. I feel like you are gaining that inner power, and there's something here to replace it. It's almost like you're making your own luck. You are finding something better, as it were. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Temperance card again, so they're giving the same energy. You can see why you had to separate from a situation or a person, okay? It doesn't mean that you will remain separate from the situation or the person forever if you don't want to. We all have the power of choice. But the Ten of Pentacles there, it does talk to some sort of conflict. Now, there may be some sort of financial sort of setback that you've been going through, or you found you've been struggling there. You're trying to be moderate in your your savings, or your paying money out, your bills and things like that. You're trying to turn something into something better. So I feel like you're really not making too much of a move, as it were. You're trying to Make sure your finances, you're using your resourceful energy, making a little go a long way. I feel like you're trying to, it's almost like alchemy here, Temperance card. As you can see, this figure is turning, how can I put that? It's almost like it's turning one thing into another. It's almost like using one resource to turn to, how can I put that? It's almost like if you're setting up your own company, for example, you're taking savings from this company in order to invest in your own company and turn it into something really magical and successful. So that's just sort of an example. But I feel like whatever it is you are mixing up, because I feel like you're mixing things up a little bit, doing things a little bit differently. I feel like the way ahead, the pathway that becomes clear to you leads you straight to the sun. As you can see, there's like a pathway right through there to the sun over the mountains. You're overcoming obstacles, but you may have to spend a little bit money along the way. And I also feel like whatever it is you've been struggling with, you recognize that you had to disconnect from that energy because it made you feel indecisive. It made you feel like you were multitasking, doing too many things. I feel like you're streamlining your energy. It's not in the upright. That means, you know, you're juggling everything all at once, trying to make everything work. And you can see those like emotional sort of waves there. They're huge. Those ships. It's almost like tumultuous energy. But we've got it in the reverse there. So I feel, you know, you're becoming calmer because you are actually streamlining your energy and you're being patient to wait for the right move. Now, some of you will have separated either from somebody. I mean, this is in the past. I feel like you're dealing with this energy. So whether there was someone who you're having a long distance friendship or relationship with, because I feel long distance is something I'm feeling here. Whether someone's had to leave home, or you're at a long distance from friends, family at this moment in time. I'm just picking up that energy. That's not going to connect to everybody, okay? So just so you're aware, I'm just picking up on that right now. But no matter the circumstances, whatever it is that you've been experiencing that have been negative, it's like you're turning pain to gain. You're overcoming adversity and you are nurturing your goals and dreams. You're focusing on your finances. I feel like you're trying to be a little bit logical about it as well. Take emotion out of things. The Page of Pentacles can talk about a new job. If you've lost your job, for example, in the past, and you've been looking for one and you found it very difficult, this means that there is an opportunity coming on in. You will hear news about a new job. Well, some of you may want to go for promotion. And, you know, but this is basically financial news coming on in that helps you prosper, that helps you grow. It's something that you could be, you know, commitment to your plan, commitment to your prosperity. This is the first signs of tangible success, undeniable evidence that your work is paying off. Your dreams are grounded in that plan. So whatever it is you're trying to focus on in terms of financial gain or your goals, your intentions, everything starts with that plan, and now you're going to start to see things really take off. This is either a new project or something that has been in the works for you for a while, but it's taken a long time to get there. You're patiently waiting for the right moment. You put blood, sweat, and tears into this. The world may have even felt like it was against you at times, but this is a real breakthrough. I feel like you're seeing the way ahead. The Hermit, you've taken yourself out of that sort of bombardment of news every day to really focus on the goal. And by having that goal, you have to create a strategy, a plan. So that Hermit energy tells me you're actually activating some sort of plan that will bring a lot of prosperity, okay? Or at least the first signs of it at the beginning of the year. Now, the Strength card means you will find the courage. You will find that strength. You're going to overcome the struggle. Okay, anything that you've been dealing with that has been a setback or an obstacle, you're overcoming this to find an inner calm, but also a courage, a control, a patience to go after your goals and dreams. The Strength card is also about self-love. You're holding yourself in high regard. It's a Leo energy, so I feel like you are finding that courage to be that go-getter, to achieve, to you know, be really enthusiastic about your goals and dreams. And I feel like you're strong enough. You have the courage to take action on anything that you set your mind to. Okay, let us see what the Strength card holds for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. So, very courageous month for February. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Whatever it is, your Two of Cups. Okay, so this could be if you were separated from somebody. This could be where you reconnect with somebody with the Two of Cups, if you were having a long distance relationship, for example. But also it could be, I mean, this is February we're talking about, which is the month of love. So having the Two of Cups, if you're looking for love, this definitely has a spark to it, that you could be meeting someone where you have some sort of relationship where it leads to a proposal, maybe marriage, maybe settling down with each other. This is about soulmate energy. If you're already, I mean, because you got the Hermit energy there, that solitary energy, by February, there's definitely you're in the mood for love. This could also be a business partnership. If you're not looking for love, if you're already with somebody, or you could be partnering up with your spouse or your romantic interest in business. But I feel like the Two of Cups is about, loving yourself and opening yourself up to receive love as well. Now, at grassroots, the Two of Cups is basically about following your heart and having a reciprocal exchange for the gifts that you have to offer. Okay, it is about adapting to your surroundings, and it is about harmonious partnerships, relationships, long-lasting ones that have a heart connection. So it could be, you caring about your nearest and dearest. There's a lot of love that time. It could also be about, if you're in a business partnership, things start to flourish. But it's about, connecting to people who are on the same page as you. It's also about a gift exchange. So if, for example, you've got a lot of talent, you've got a lot of drive, and you've got a lot to bring to the table, my beautiful Capricorn, this is about aligning yourself with opportunity that matches who you are. So you could be partnering up with people who share the same interests as you, for example. Now we do have a Nine of Swords here, so they're showing me what happened with the Strength card just before February, which is a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of nervousness, but they're indicating with the Four of Pentacles, there's nothing to worry about. You're secure. Okay, so if some of you are moving home, or if you're reconnecting with someone and you're wondering if it's stable, secure, the Four of Pentacles says that you've got a solid foundation here. Some of you may actually be moving in with someone that you really care about as well. The Four of Pentacles says that you are building a solid financial foundation. So if you're worried about any business related situations, know that it looks like you're holding yourself in good stead with that Four of Pentacles. This is about ownership of divine order, trusting that you've already built that solid foundation and that you're on your way towards success and security. Okay, so if you're worried about partnerships or you're worried about something, they're indicating to secure your finances in some way. Some of you may actually be buying a home or building a home or returning to a home, because they're showing me return energy. Okay, return energy. So if you have been away from home for a while, you may return home to where home ever felt was important to you. But the Four of Pentacles says security. It's almost like a desire for long-term security. And sometimes when we want a secure love, for example, or we want, it's almost like we want guarantees as humans. We want guarantees in a relationship. We want to know that a person we give our heart to is honest, caring, loving, kind. We want to know that the job that we're in is secure, will lead to long-term, will lead to longevity, and that we can have a pension at the end of it and we're secure. Life does not come with guarantees, and we need to be flexible enough to be aware that the one constant thing in this world is change. But you were given this journey because you're strong enough to take it. The Strength card signifies that you have the courage to go after whatever it is you truly desire. But whatever it is you're activating, know that you are secure as you move through, because you're savvy, you're clever, and intuitively, I feel like you're feeling your way through the year as well. Okay, now we do have the Wheel of Fortune. This is in March, so a real wonderful lucky month for you. Okay, Jupiter really shines its wonderful luck upon you during this month. Now I just want to say as well that well, I'll get to it, because they're just making me aware that the world is governed by Saturn as well as the devil. So there again, two planetary alignments that I talked about earlier, about restrictions. But just before, you have a little bit of luck. Okay, there's some good karma coming here for you with this Wheel of Fortune. Now Jupiter is going to bestow some extra blessings on you, lucky breaks, things that you try to sort of action or have the courage to go after will receive an extra dose of luck, and your gambles, your risks will pay off. This is your destiny also becoming obvious to you. Spirit is airlifting you out of a situation that you felt you were going round and round in circles in, and you are actually having, a change in your fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune basically means the wheel of life. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. That's just the way life works. But the Wheel of Fortune is telling you that March is going to be a very, very favorable month for you for auspicious energy. There's an abundant cycle stepping in for you. Let's see in particular what's going on there. But it will make you appreciate look at that, King of Wands energy, creative time for you, really positive influences. This is about you being a bold leader. Some of you will step into a leadership position where you and what you do actually really matters. You're making real changes. You may influence people from a very high perspective. I mean, you're getting the Wheel of Fortune again. This is, I mean, I don't really believe in buying the lottery and things like that, but to get 2 Wheels of Fortune for the same month, Spirit's telling you, this is a very, very, very lucky time for you in March to get it in 2 different decks. So, I mean, this is satisfaction. This is good karma. This is you sort of working out the divine timing is in play here, and Jupiter is going to favor you quite heavily, okay, with that. Now, the King of Wands is an influential energy. So some of you may be setting up your own business, becoming an entrepreneur. Some of you will actually step into leadership positions, but definitely you've got the courage to go after your goals and dreams, and you are a real influencer, okay? I feel like whatever it is you're aspiring to, you will benefit from Jupiter's benevolent energy. And I feel you're going to be in the right place, the right time. You're aligning yourself with those goals and dreams. So this is a real breakthrough month for whatever it is you're taking action on, or whatever it is that you've been trying to create in your world. You may even feel extra creative energy as you move throughout this month. You're really going to march to the beat of your own drum, and I do feel like there's a little bit of freedom there as well. But expect a little bit of magic. As you can see, they've got a fleur-de-lis right there on that sort of wand. So that is about next step Emperor mode, which is about fully being in control, okay? You have the traits of a leader, my beautiful Capricorn, and whatever it is you're trying to achieve, know that luck wants you to achieve this as well. This is divine timing. Luck is on your side, okay? Now, this is when things get a little bit interesting. The World card. The World card is governed by Saturn, and the World card basically means there's a new cycle here. You're reaching a final destination, learning something that's very important to you, but also you have a deeper understanding of your role in the universe, and that your efforts are coming full circle. So this is a realization of abundance. This is success, completion, satisfaction, fulfillment. Could also be travel. Some of you may travel to a different country during this period, or may think about traveling or relocating in some way, because the World is a movement card. But if you've had the weight of the world on your shoulders for the last couple of years, a lot of responsibility, okay, I feel like you are releasing the stuff that no longer is necessary to your journey. Let me see what's happening with this World card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? We've got the 2 of Cups again. Interesting. This is a very... Now, either this is a partnership with people. We've got double 2. When you start to get Wheel of Fortune energy, you always get synchronicity. Double numbers. Double 2 there. Very important for you. So it looks like the World energy in April, it's going to be a very busy month for you. You're going to be doing a lot. Get some rest. It's going to be very busy. Okay, whatever it is you've been planning, you've got another King energy here. So this means your strategy is starting to, I feel you're really starting to boss up, okay? We've got that 2 of Cups. So either you're in a business partnership, or you have perhaps 2 jobs, for example, a duality of income, or 2, it's almost like your heart is in 2 places. Implement, not with people. I don't feel like it's with people. I feel like it's with opportunity, or there could be people that you're working with. The 2 of Pentacles sees you having options, but I feel like you'll be doing a lot of multitasking during this month in particular. You may be spinning a lot of plates. As you can see with that infinity sign, it's about having infinite possibilities to remain secure, even in uncertain circumstances. The 2 of Pentacles is all about enjoying your work and your play. as well at the same time. So try to find that balance, that harmony, because both these cards pretty much mean find the harmony in what you do, find the harmony in loving relationships, find the harmony in your work relationships as well. Find the midway point that makes you feel like you're not trapped or stuck in a situation that you cannot get out of. Okay. Also, the Two of Pentacles says be flexible. If you find yourself in a situation where things unexpectedly change, then you will not be knocked off balance because you're already ready for any eventuality. Okay, now we do have a Four of Swords. It's interesting, 2 + 2 = 4. So I love numbers and the synchronicity. They've helped me many times throughout my life. But the Four of Swords says you are protected. This is about recovery. It is about retreat. It is about rejuvenating your energy. As you can see, this figure is literally lying on the crescent moon. Now, the moon represents uncertainty. It represents fear. And she's literally sleeping on the moon. She feels so comfortable that she is protected. She feels she can sleep on the moon. So you see, all those feathers represent spirit is watching over you, your guides. Expect a lot of feathers during April, because whatever world circumstances are occurring, whatever is going on, I feel like you are shifting with the times, you're bending with the times, and I feel like you are protected and you are redirected to wherever you're meant to go. The King of Swords says keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled. But the King of Swords is someone who is very savvy, someone who uses intellect, who uses great negotiation skills, is very successful, someone who expands their leadership skills. So if you stepped into a leadership role, you may be going international because it's the World card. You may be expanding your horizons or going to another country in order to activate the next part of your plan, because the King of Swords tends to be an international energy. So I do feel like this is you broadening your horizons, acting truthfully, but you're thinking before you act. So I do feel that you could be moving somewhere or thinking about making a move somewhere else in the world, or maybe just relocating somewhere else, but you're drawing up plans to do that. Okay, King of Swords is someone who strategizes, sees the way ahead, has built a solid foundation, takes action. Okay, you're ready for action. Look at that. This figure's got a samurai sword. You come in peace, but you're willing to take action when you need to. Okay, so I feel like this is about you getting all the information before you take action on something. Okay, and I feel you could even be getting some really good advice from people that you really care about, maybe family members, soul tribe, or someone that you're in a relationship with perhaps. But also I feel in terms of love, there is a greater authenticity between you and a partner. There is an openness, an honesty, and the Two of Pentacles there could be that both of you decide to either share responsibility for either working together on something, or there's a duality about this month in particular, about maybe taking a second job, or maybe you and a partner decide to work two different ways and sort of stream your money or something like that. I feel like there's just this duality about it. So make note. I'm not really sure exactly. I'm just going to see if there's anything detrimental to your April. Let's see if there's anything that could present itself as a challenge during this month. No. 5 of Wands in the reverse means that the challenges, the struggle, you've already overcome the struggle. The 5 of Wands in the reverse means that there is harmony, there is success, there is problem solved, and that whatever it is that you've been in training for or fighting for, this is your moment of success and completion and abundance, okay? But it may have been a struggle to get to this place in the first place. Now we move into the Emperor energy, which is power, domination, structure, planning for the rest of the year ahead, but also making the next move. So the Emperor always is a very big leader. So whatever I do feel you had 2 kings there. I feel like you're stepping up the ladder. You're moving forward for success. You're getting closer and closer to the dream or the goal that you're activating. The Emperor is about streamlining focus, keeping concentration on the way ahead. The Emperor also acts with the Emperor kind of intellectualizes things. So you may feel you need to negotiate a better deal, or you may feel like Six of Swords. I mean, you're getting around about this time, you're definitely getting some sort of relocation. So the World card there, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords again means that this is a necessary rite of passage. It makes sense for you to move on to this next stage of bossing up into Emperor mode. This could also mean that you're protected as you double six. I mean, gosh, look at this. You're getting so many synchronicities. This is a double six. You had a double two. Okay, we got double six there. So Six of Swords says you are protected. Spirit is redirecting you. And this could be relocation, but it basically means emotionally you're being sort of moved out of troubled water. So even if Saturn is creating havoc in the world, you're protected and redirected. Some of you may be wondering where you fit in and really have a desire to anchor yourself there and find where you truly belong. So some of you may actually be wanting to move home. But I just keep getting this sort of return energy. And because we got the Four of Wands there, the Four of Wands tends to mean reunited or reunion. And there's a home there. So I feel like you may return home. Or the Six of Wands says there's some really good news though. This is a good thing. This is a really positive thing. Six of Wands says there's some successful news coming on in here. I mean, you had the Five of Wands, which says, and it was in the reverse, which is basically the midway point. Whatever it is you've been fighting for, whatever it is you've been working hard towards to try and activate, to try and achieve, the Six of Wands says you are rewarded for your hard work. Okay, so this is really good news coming on in. It may involve a relocation, but it's really positive and it's a sweet reward. Some of you are going to gain a lot of recognition. If you're someone who wants to be in the spotlight for what you do, my beautiful Capricorn, I feel like this is a moment where all eyes are on you and the skills that you have. The Four of Wands is basically celebration, okay? But it's also an energy that can be you returning home or to those who really care about you or finding where you truly belong in terms of your home. This basically means you're going in search of something with greater authenticity. It's a necessary change to gain greater wisdom. You've got a new perspective and you're choosing to believe that it's time to step up. Okay, and that if you surrender to the unknown, the universe will bring you to where you need to be, and that transition will bring you to something better. The Six of Wands says there is great news that is attached to this. You're moving forward, you're moving upwards, and the Four of Wands says this is to be celebrated. It's almost like you're reaching a finish line of some sorts at this point in the year with that Emperor. So I would say this is your crowning month of success. That's not to mean that there isn't more success on its way. The Sun and the Star back to back, very positive energy. But we do have the Devil card. And now the Devil card comes right after that Emperor. The Devil card, of course, Capricorn, represents your energy. So you will be completely in your element with that Devil card. But it can also represent restriction or obstacle in some way. The Devil card is not to be feared. It's not an evil card. It is basically an opportunity for us all to become aware of where we may be getting in our own way or where we may feel stuck so that we can remove the obstacle, we can remove the mask. So I'm just going to see what it means for you. It is governed by Saturn. As I said, you know, there's two planetary alignment shifts that I feel April and June there that are going to be a little bit tough to navigate, but you've got the Devil card there, so that is a reveal of some sorts. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. This could be temptation as well, attachment. So let us see. You're recognizing what is healthy for you and what is not healthy for you. We got the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a bold energy. It is someone who is willing to do sort of the extraordinary things to get to where they want to go. It is like a determination for a new adventure, having an unstoppable spirit, rising above. You're doing something that is like, we got the King of Swords. You're taking action on the plan. Okay, the King of Swords there, I mean, there's two Kings of Swords in this deck, two of each king, two of the Emperor. My guides asked me to leave the doubles in the deck because each tells a different story. The King of Swords, as you can see, it's like a needle and thread. You're stitching it all together. Everything, all the stars are aligning for you to see the way clearly, but also, you know, negotiate a better deal, for example. Now, the Knight of Wands is very, it's almost like there's a real lustful life here, okay? Very free-spirited, very creative, but I feel there's a message here that's like, think before you act. I feel like it really is, think before you act. You don't want to get stuck. Make sure you really stick to that plan, because the temptation is to just take action without thinking, backing it up, okay? Because there may be an opportunity. I'm going to pull another card on it. The Knight of Wands is, it's almost like an innovator, okay? Someone who's very headstrong. And sometimes Capricorn, and I've got some wonderful Capricorns in my world, and they're just like me in certain ways. I'm very stubborn. You tell me to do something, if you're trying to make me do something, there ain't no way I'm ever going to do something that someone's going to make me or try to make me. And you are the same way, okay? You know, you march to the beat of your own drum. You're very free-spirited, independent. But they're trying to give advice here, which is like, make sure thought goes into your action before you take that action, because you are an innovator. You want to get all the details before you move forward. Act accordingly, but remain true to what you truly value. Remain with integrity, okay? Which of course you absolutely would. But let me see what's going on here. We got the Empress. Now the Empress in the reverse is like indecisiveness, resistance, disconnection. So there could be a slight bit of resistance here. It could be a lack of confidence in something. I mean, the Eight of Wands is taking action quite quickly, okay? It's almost like, I feel like it's like, don't take action too quickly if you're not confident on something. The Magician in the reverse, because you will waste your time, your resources, you will feel unfulfilled, and you know, you will just feel very, very scattered. I'm just going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What does this mean? The Emperor in reverse. You'll feel that you could have avoided it. Now, we do have an Emperor and an Emperor. We have an Emperor and an Empress in reverse here. Okay, so both these, if this is the same person, if this is you, my beautiful Capricorn, this is like something is keeping you stuck. It's preventing you from moving forward. If you go too fast, you could get stuck. Or you may feel this is something that could have been avoided, but now you're powerless to have avoided it. So I feel like it's kind of like, go slower. You don't have to go so fast. If this is you and a divine counterpart, I mean, there is the potential here for you and this person to make amends. The Magician card in reverse does reveal some sort of unfulfilled potential in this union. If this is a twin flame relationship, for example, the Eight of Wands does mention action, change, okay? So you could hear from this person. Maybe you thought it was over, but there's something here about you seeing this person in a way where you feel like they're transient in your life. You're not really sure if this person wants to settle down. So you may be rejecting that energy. I'm just going to pull one more card. Can you please show me the Emperor and the Empress? What is it about this that they're in reverse? Four of Cups. You feel like it's a missed opportunity, okay? You're feeling fed up with this, as you can see, but I feel this is something that Spirit has been protecting you from. If you're separated from somebody and it's never just quite catching, maybe you and this person, always ships in the night. Either you're with someone when they're single or vice versa, or you just both cannot make it work for some reason. The Four of Cups says there is a new option, a new outlook available to this, but you must take it slow, okay? Action must be taken if you really want to heal this. I mean, there is a needle and thread there, so that indicates that this can be mended, but there has to be something where it just feels like this person is transient. Either when the going gets tough, they get going, or something. There's something about that. So that's not going to resonate for everyone, but I feel like this is about really looking at that relationship, that dynamic, and making some changes, because it's bringing you down a little bit, okay? The Four of Cups also means that even during those moments where you feel unfulfilled, or you feel like this is unfulfilling in some way, maybe you feel like you have not found a divine counterpart by that point, but I feel more that actually there is love available for you at the beginning of the year. But I feel like this could be someone from your past who returns, and it's just unfulfilling. It never really changes. So I feel like you're really seeing that for what it is with clarity, Okay, now as we move, this could be someone who's another Capricorn, by the way, because we got the Devil card, so you could be dealing with someone who's got strong placements in that area, but you just feel like something is keeping you stuck. Okay, I'm just going to quickly pull a separate. Can you show me the Devil card in terms of planetary alignment? We've got Saturn there. Whoa. King of Swords again, but in the reverse. Okay, so it's basically restriction. Okay, also it can be that planetary alignment, there's something that you don't see coming, that we all sort of like collectively, the King of Swords, it wasn't part of your plan. You cannot negotiate this one. I feel like you are protected because your Four of Cups came up, which means you are protected by spirit during any of those times. But actually, I feel like you luck out because we've got, I mean, you've got security here, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, now this could be like, I mean, I'm not really here to talk about corruption and things like that, but I mean, when you've got Saturn rules and regulations, this can be someone who is in a leadership position who sort of puts really strong rules and regulations. Okay, someone who's quite cold, rigid, someone who's not logical. But I feel like you are secure during this time. The 10 of Pentacles says that you're making money, you know, and you are still focusing on your goals and your dreams. Okay, so even though there seems to be some sort of restriction there, I feel like you are protected during that. Now we do have the High Priestess. This is July, and this is about secrets being revealed. This is also a time where you may feel a little bit mysterious, like you want to go off radar for a bit, connect to your higher self. You may even implement spiritual practices during this time or get really close to your higher self. I'm just going to pull a quick card on that High Priestess for you. It's interesting that it's High Priestess because the High Priestess, right, they keep showing me some strawberries. So either you are eating strawberries as you're listening to this reading, or you're just in the store picking some up and you're listening to this reading, or perhaps I'm not really sure. Strawberries are about, you know, fruitful, they're sweet, they tend to look like the heart, so I'm not really sure how to decode that. Maybe you're listening to your heart, but they're showing me strawberries right now, so please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. The Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. It starts to all become about finances there in the home life, because the 10 of Pentacles also is about the home life. So Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So there could be some people that this partnership, either you're dealing with a creative collaboration in some way, or this is people that you know who are inspiring you. Maybe you decide to buy a home with these people. I feel there's this creative vibe here. If this is both your energies, I feel like you're financially earning a lot of money that will lead you to a lot of prosperity because of your talents, your skills, and your confidence. I'm going to pull separate cards on that, but because we got two court cards, I do feel like there is somebody else involved here, something else. So either this is a creative collaboration between you and another person. The Queen of Wands tends to collaborate and be a very attractive sort of candidate to collaborate with. So I feel like you are turning heads. As you can see, she's got that peacock tail, but she doesn't even need to extend that peacock tail because she already intuitively knows that she's an attractive opportunity brimming with potential. So I feel like people are going to be drawn to you instinctively because of the talents and the drive and what you have to offer. Okay, creatively, you're on form and you're turning heads. This card also is the card of beauty, so you may pay particular close attention to your looks during this period. You may be turning heads, getting a lot of attention. I mean, you probably will be throughout the year, but you'll really notice it in July, the summer months, as they come on in. Also, I feel like this is you being creative. enhancing your creative skills, being a go-getter, encouraging yourself to express yourself to the highest good of all. And you're going to feel very inspired and lead with your passion. And I feel like your passion actually leads to a lot of finances, a lot of financial growth. The Queen of Pentacles tends to talk about using your resourceful skills in order to make your money go a long way, save for a rainy day, maybe even buy a house, because the Queen of Pentacles is about domesticity. So I feel like also this is about you being determined to stick to your plan and moving forward and multiplying your money. You've got rabbits there, so I feel like your financial opportunities are multiplying, and also people are willing to help you in your endeavors. So I do feel like this could be two people coming to give you some good advice, or your partner up. There's definitely an air of partnerships happening in 2022 where people really reach out and help each other collectively. I mean, Aquarius energy makes itself known throughout the year. It's very, you may have even heard of the dawn of Aquarius. This is a very important year for, excuse me, people collectively banding together to make the world a more peaceful, harmonious, loving place. Okay, so I'm just going to pull, as I said, a card here. Whatever this is, I feel like this is people working together rather than opposing each other. Knight of Wands, creative collaboration. Okay, so again, I would be mindful, of course, if you're signing contracts with two people, or you're building a business with people. This is about being determined to succeed, new adventure, being headstrong, being unstoppable. So there could be you and two other people, 3 is the magic number, as they say, or it could be you and another person. In some way, I feel like this is you being in the flow and your creativity creating a lot of money. You're achieving for the highest good of all. I'm going to go one more. 7 of Swords. Now the 7 of Swords is an energy of sometimes going too fast, that you miss something. Yeah, patience. So 7 of Swords, typically the 7 of Swords can mean that there is betrayal, or someone sort of like betraying you in some way. But I'm not picking up that energy from this card. I read energy. And my guides, I was sitting with this card while I was unwell. I was sitting with this card to really decode it a little bit more with my guides. And they gave me a really profound energy from it, which was, if you go too fast, you see this figure is running away. This figure is carrying 2 swords in one hand and 3 in the other. This person could have taken a 3rd sword in that hand, but he's running away. So he actually is doing something too fast and misses something, makes a mistake. So I feel like this is, especially when you got it with the Temperance card, which is patience, moderation, go slow, activate caution, re-examine your priorities, make sure it's something you want to collaborate with, make sure you don't miss anything by going too fast. The Knight of Wands is impulsive. So it is basically saying slow down. You don't have to go so fast, and it really connects to that devil energy as well. But I do feel like that there is a wonderful opportunity to turn something into something quite extraordinarily successful, okay, is what I'm getting there. Now, whether you are, for example, working for a company and you partner up with someone on your team, there's some sort of success with you and another person where you're turning your creative pursuits into a financial business. Now we've got the Sun card. So this is in August. I mean, it's perfect because it's Leo energy and it's August. So this Sun energy is about success. It's about awakening. It's about joy. Things are starting to look a lot better, okay? You're leaving confusion behind and you're starting to embrace all the opportunity and auspicious energy that the year has had to offer you so far. The Sun is about success, partnerships flourishing, personal growth. It's a time of plenty. So let us see. There would be plenty to be grateful for in August by the looks of things with that card. Let's have a look. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Spirit Angels. The 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about choices, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Spirit Angels. And also, 9 of Swords. 6 of Swords and 3 of Cups. 3 really is important, okay? So, the 7 of Cups is about choices and having a lot of them, okay? Now, the Seven of Cups, basically, as you can see in this picture, she is wishing upon a star. So there is an opportunity for you to get a wish, a dream come true. This Seven of Cups basically asks you to use your imagination, to use your artistic endeavors to, unleash your creative abilities, to dream big. There's an opportunity here for you to dream bigger than ever before, like wishing upon a star. And I feel like you have the power and the possibility to achieve it. But you need to get clear and focus your energy on what it is that you want, because you will have a lot of opportunity in this month. And sometimes when we are overwhelmed with opportunity, we start to overthink, we start to wonder what is the right way, we start to feel anxious, okay? And the Nine of Swords there is a lot of anxiety. Now we have the Six of Swords, which is another reminder. You keep getting this particular card, another reminder that this is a necessary rite of passage. You've got a lot of wisdom, and this is about you seeing things differently, but I feel like conditions will calm down and you will be brought to the calmer water. Choose to believe that you're heading in the right direction. I feel like you're transitioning to something better here, something you're being protected and redirected. So I do feel like there's a couple of choices here, but the overall energy is a Sun card, so it's about success, which obviously opens a lot of doors to you. And we've got this Three of Cups again. Three of Cups at its grassroots means celebration, but also since you've got two queens there as well, I do feel like there could be some sort of creative collaboration or a circle of support, whether it's soul tribe or people. They're all coming to celebrate a win for you in some way. Now, in terms of relationship, okay, this could talk about challenges with past situations where you may have been dealing with people who either betrayed you in relationships. There may be some trust issues when it comes to it because of what you've experienced before. It doesn't mean it's showing up again for you, but it may be some sort of an awakening where you see that you may be preventing yourself from going deep in a relationship with somebody because you've dealt with people in the past who've either had commitment issues and you're guarding your wonderful heart and you find it difficult to open up because of past situations. I'm going to pull one more on that. Can you show me past the Three of Cups? Can you show me past the King of Cups? This is about protecting your heart, okay? The King of Cups here, as you can see, King of Cups is the king of love. Cups are about love, about dreams, about goals. And if you've been burnt in the past, whether it is a dream or a goal, a relationship, it doesn't matter. If you've had, either a missed opportunity or something, got taken away from you, you may feel very protective of your heart. As you can see, this King of Cups is protecting the ship. He's about to set sail on a very big journey. Now, whether that's in love or career, very protective because he feels intuitively shark-infested waters. His emotions are in turmoil. He feels like he doesn't feel comfortable enough to sort of open up to the journey at that point. So I feel like you've got a lot of options here, but remember, you are protected by spirit. But also, if we protect ourselves the whole time, we build a shield around ourselves and we prevent ourselves from moving forward. Intuitively, you will know when the right moment is to move forward. But if you're meeting someone in terms of love, don't let situations that you've experienced in the past govern your experience now in love. Not everybody is going to treat you the same way, okay? There's some wonderful love available to you on offer in 2022. Don't let any negative situations by immature people from the past influence you. Not everybody's it's not always going to turn out that way, okay? Now we got the star energy, which is healing. It's interesting. 2 months back to back, a lot of light, a lot of hope. These are 2 very positive, hopeful months for you, okay? The star is about illuminating the path. It's also about a dream coming true. So it really does connect to that sun energy in August. This is about you thinking about a healthy energy, your body, mind, and soul, embracing new ideas, being inspired by life and hopeful again. This is about serenity, peace as well. I do feel like this is also about healing any past situations that may have influenced the way you do things now. So I feel like you're going to look back at this point and see that you've come a very, very long way and that you're actually aligning yourself with your true heart's desire, okay? I feel like this also signifies a new beginning for you in some way. So let us see what that means. Thank you so much for, straight away, they want to give you The Magician card. So this is something you've been dreaming about for some time. The Magician is your thoughts becoming things. It's about taking inspired action, and it's about having confidence, concentrating, focusing, and accomplishing, knowing that you've got everything you need within you to realize a dream or something. You know, it's like a long-held dream here is being realized for you. So that Magician card is very, very positive. It's interesting. Now this could be, we got a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups here. So this could be a relationship that is a shocking twist towards it as well, that, you know, this person comes back wanting to heal. The Five of Swords there. The Five of Swords is about learning the lesson, taking the lesson with you, but not letting it govern you. The ghost of the past. You know, that person remains in the past there, but she has taken the lesson with her. May have left a little bit of your heart behind with this person, but still you're blossoming despite it. You've learned a lesson. The Tower indicates it may have been a shocking lesson that you learnt with a past person or a past situation, but I feel like you're overcoming it. The Queen of Cups says that you are activating self-compassion, self-care. You're creating strong, healthy boundaries, and you will find, as you can see, even after some sort of heartbreak, you will find love again, and it may surprise you, okay? Because as you can see, the Queen of Cups there, she's got a seahorse in her lap, so that represents finding a counterpart. Seahorses, they partner up for life. So I do feel like you will find the love that you truly desire, but you may have had a rude awakening when it comes to love that you're healing, okay? Because we're clarifying the star energy here. I'm going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please? Thank you so much. The Knight of Cups. You'll heal your heart. It may feel raw. It may feel, you know, vulnerable being in that state. But the Knight of Cups says that there is love coming on in to heal that heart. You're healing it all by yourself, but that love, it will be replaced by someone who deserves your heart, my beautiful Capricorn. If you're already in a relationship, okay, I do feel like this is like you recognizing that an opportunity that maybe went elsewhere was not meant for you, and that there is something better on offer here for you, something that really aligns you with your heart. This is an offer coming on in, a proposal that will bring peace. She is literally playing the heart there. So this is something that is creatively sort of aligns with your heart and will bring peace. There's a lotus flower opening up. So I feel like you truly blossom during those 2 months, because you've had a very difficult journey to this date. So I feel it's a very positive, a really positive month to look forward to. Now we do move into Temperance card energy, which is in October, which is about balance, harmony, and more patience. So you're really being taught lessons throughout the year about action, taking action, going after something, and then stepping back like that driftwood and going with the flow. Temperance keeps showing up in your reading, which is about moderate energy, tempering your progress. So what you can see in this particular Temperance card is an eagle, okay? And they were showing me, oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before or after, they were showing me an eagle as I was shuffling, and they showed me claws. They just highlighted, there's a claw there, right there. So that's an eagle claw. So it's pulling down the face there. So anything that you were worried about or anxious about, I feel like you're going to see the bird's eye view of it, and you're going to see that actually by following your heart, it led to peace. There's harmony and balance here. So let me just pull a quick card on that Temperance card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know regarding this situation? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? We have the Hierophant, King of Cups. Beautiful. So this is about learning how to trust your heart. The Hierophant is knowledge. The Hierophant is also about expectations. You're meeting the expectations of your heart by following it, okay? Trusting your intuition. You're the sort of person, Capricorn, you put your whole heart, soul, love into everything that you do, and I feel like you're going to be heavily rewarded for it. The Hierophant also, because we got the King of Cups there, some of you could actually be meeting a counterpart that you give your heart to and you get married, because the Hierophant card is about marriage. It connects to your commitment sector, okay? So the Hierophant is a Taurus energy, so it is about commitment, it's about learning, it's about seeing things and kind of looking at things with a very balanced view, as it were. So I feel like you've learned a lesson. Also, I feel like there is some sort of, I'm going to pull a card on that, because I feel like there is a, even in the most difficult of times, I feel like you have risen up, you're following your heart, and I feel like you've stepped into a leadership role, or, I mean, you've basically got 3 kings throughout your year so far. So 3 kings are totally showing that you're bossing up. The 4th king is the equivalent to the Emperor energy. So I feel there's a really positive movement forward. The Emperor in the reverse there. The Emperor in reverse is, so I'm clarifying a rigid system right now with the Hierophant, so that's why that makes sense to me, the Emperor in reverse. So it means that you've been avoiding some things. You've learned to avoid some things by using your intuition. Now, this could be that you're avoiding chaos by learning a lesson. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Yeah, Justice. You find a solution, and the struggle, you're releasing the struggle, okay? So even in the most difficult circumstances, they're indicating you find a solution, you find the truth. The Emperor is like things that you may have avoided because you used your intuition there, you learned a lesson. The Justice card in the upright says there's truth, there is power, there is unity, there is fairness in the situation, there is balance. I mean, Justice card is basically about balance, and that's what the Temperance card is about as well. The 9 of Wands tends to be about the wounded warrior energy, struggling, but that's in the upright. In the reverse, that means you're releasing the struggle. There's a lot more positive energy, having faith, being less defensive. You're dropping your defenses to allow either a person or your abundance in and lead with your heart. Okay, so some of you may actually be going through legalities as well. So in terms of, you know, you may partner up with an institution, a company that you've always wanted to work with, or the powers that be are starting, like the rigid system, they're starting to recognize you and notice you for a job well done, and they're welcoming you with open arms, and the struggle is released. I feel like you're in you're making your waves, the doors are opening, okay, because you trusted your heart. Now we also have the Magician energy. This is for November. This is about the power of your thoughts. Remember, what you think about, you bring about. So this is about you having that confidence again. So there's moments where you recognize you can take action and moments when you don't. So the Temperance card is about pause energy. Go slowly, patience. The Magician card, you have that energy of going off to achieve again, that strong enthusiasm. The Magician is, there's a magic about you in November, okay, where you think about something and it just happens, okay? You think about something and it just happens. Now, they're just showing me someone putting on their shoe right now. So if you're listening to this reading, you just put on a shoe, there's something in this message for you. But I mean, if it does not connect to you, it could mean that, you know, you're getting ready for action. Whenever we put shoes on, it means we're getting ready to move. We're getting ready to do something. Yeah, 5 of Wands, you're making your next move. 5 of Wands, a lot of people attribute the 5 of Wands to conflict or challenges, but actually this is about you challenging the status quo. This is about you challenging your abilities, stepping out of a comfort zone. The 5 of Wands traditionally actually means you're in training to make the next move, which will be the 6 of Wands, which is success. Okay, so as you can see, there's a chessboard there, and she is making her move. And it's almost like she's making a checkmate move. She is getting ready to win. So I do feel like with this Magician card, this is about you making a real strategic move that will see you win something. It's really, you may deliberate over it for a little while, but I do feel, I mean, yeah, the Temperance card. Interesting, because the Temperance card, they seem to be connected. So this may be something that is ongoing from October into November. The Balance card indicates that you're not going to go too fast, but the Emperor card says you will win. Okay, so whatever it is you're pausing to do, you're stepping up. You're stepping up into a leadership role. As you can see, this is a very similar card. You know, they really want you to be aware of the strategy, the planning, the chessboard, the next move, and you are controlling it. So they're really highlighting that this is you controlling the next move. You are in control of your destiny, and it is a real boss move. So either you are the CEO of a company, whether you are stepping into a leadership position, this is you succeeding. Also, the Emperor is arriving just before we move into December, which is Empress mode. So if you're looking to partner up with a divine counterpart, this is a really good year for divine masculine, divine feminine energy to merge and come together in union and unity. But I feel like it has to be, how can I put that? It has to be slow, deliberate moves and negotiation, like open, honest conversations to come back into unity with someone if you want to return to somebody. But in terms of love, I feel like it's about being on the same page with someone. I feel like you're going to be in a loving relationship with someone who wants what you want. There is no struggle. It feels like you're both on the same page, making the same moves, okay? Then we move into December, which is that Empress energy. This is about looking at the seeds that you've already sown, receiving the abundance as you close out the year, recognizing that actually you had a lot of moments of good fortune. Of course, there were some moments of struggle and delay, which were frustrating, but the Empress energy indicates that things are coming to fruition. This is almost harvest time for you, right at the end of the year. This is you being very creative. Some of you, for example, may have a child as well during this time, because the Empress does talk about birthing children as well as creative ideas. But this is about you manifesting for your highest good, setting good intentions for the year ahead, nourishing yourself, both body, mind, and soul. The Empress energy is about living a life of luxury, being committed, knowing what you want, building healthy, strong self-esteem and boundaries. We've also got the Ace of Wands. So creativity, definitely on par. Ace of Wands is a new project to look forward to, a desire to create, but it's also a gift from the universe, a real breakthrough. The Ace of Wands is a card of you recognizing your power and your potential to transform your life if you really put your mind to it and put the work in. The Ace of Wands is a time to dream big and dream boldly, okay? You can turn your dreams into reality. You're going to look back on the year and recognize that you have what it takes to turn those dreams into reality. This is not the end of your journey, but this is a chapter in your journey that you will really remember for quite some time to come. As you can see, I just feel like things are starting to grow for you exponentially in a really positive way. And the Four of Pentacles, you are secure. Some of you will buy a home or will secure your home, do a lot of DIY, but I do feel like you're going to realize that, it's like everything happens in divine order. There is security, long-term security there. Your desires will be met. And I feel like this is you recognizing that you had a solid foundation all along, and that actually the main takeaway from 2022 for you is your creativity, your creative ideas, your dreams. And they did say, remember your dreams, okay? Those dreams have the power to make you very secure financially, okay? So just remember that as you move through. We got a little bit of energy joining from Spirit. I hope you can see that. I'm just going to get some final cards before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Can you please? Thank you so much. We do have reconciliation, merging, and repair. As I said right at the beginning, I'm just getting this energy of return energy, returning home, returning person. It's number 51. When you reduce it, 5 plus 1 is 6, the number of love. And it says here, union, merging, repair, reunion with someone from your past. Now, that doesn't mean that it has to be an ex, okay? But I do feel like right at the beginning of the year, there's some sort of either long distance relationship or some sort of separation gone on there. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but it could be in reconciliation with a friend from your past that may reach out, especially with that Venus retrograde until the 29th of January. Could also be a family member that you haven't seen for a while. Could be, as I said, I get this energy of you returning home. So you may, after many years, decide to return to your birthplace or your home place, or wherever you feel your heart was at home, and you reconnect to people. So it doesn't always have to be to an ex and stuff like that. So I feel like there's definitely a return energy there for you for this year. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Okay, so we have the mermaid. Now the mermaid on both sides, she's turning her back. So she's turning her back on anything that is not emotionally fulfilling. Okay, and it's having the courage to do that. They want me to put this on the strength card, so I will leave that there. Also, mermaids, they connect to the sea. So if you are at long distance from someone, or because they keep showing me the sea. To see is about goals, dreams, water, maybe traveling. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, you literally may be taking a walk by the sea as you're listening to this reading and see a billboard that's got a mermaid on it. My readings work like that, where just images pop up to just really sort of shoot out to connect to someone's energy. Or sometimes I see someone doing something, like right now I see someone peeling a potato. Okay, so if that's you, there's something in this message for you. Okay, we've got the sun trinket as well, which is about sorry, they're showing me the potato again, so I haven't obviously clearly cleared it up. It could be that you're revealing something. So when you peel away the layer, you reveal something healthier underneath. So maybe that's what you're focusing on this year, about going inwards and focusing on that. Okay, thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. So that has disappeared now. So we come to the sun trinket. So this is, I mean, this is a wonderful trinket to get there. Happiness, joy. On the back it says, made with a smile. Made with a smile. So I feel like you are going to have something to smile about in 2022, but also this is about remembering that playful, childlike spirit. Remember to have fun, even though you're working on your plan and moving forward to strategize and build success. Because, you know, it's wonderful to build all these strategies, but remember, memories are the thing that we take with us, not finances. Okay, so make sure to build some memories and enjoy yourself along the journey. Often difficult to do, of course, but it's necessary to find those pockets of happiness. They want this on the Wheel of Fortune. So March is going to be a very, very auspicious month for you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Before we go, they're showing me someone using some scissors. So either you're cutting something out of a newspaper or a magazine, or you're cutting something up using scissors. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. Again, if it does not resonate, it may mean that you're cutting something out of your diet, or you're cutting something out in order to streamline your energy. That seems to be something that's relevant in your 2022. I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.